Developing now, some South Carolina lawmakers say they want to make sure the federal government can't take your guns. A bill that would define the weaponry of the state's unorganized militia, which every South Carolinian can be considered a part of, is moving through the State House right now. Our Jason Raven explains what this all means from Columbia.
Supporters of the bill say they want to prevent any federal overreach when it comes to gun rights here in South Carolina. Whether you know it or not, you're part of South Carolina's militia. According to state law, every able-bodied South Carolinian over the age of 17 is a member of the state's unorganized militia. The governor can call upon this militia to defend the state in times of war or an invasion if the National Guard needs help. Now, through this provision, Republican lawmakers want to strengthen gun rights by laying out how militia members can arm themselves.
At the end of the day, the federal government cannot disarm a state standing army. However, there is no definition in South Carolina law as to what the weaponry is of our unorganized militia.
The bill would allow any unorganized militia members to own legal weapons under South Carolina law. By doing this, supporters say it makes members of the state's unorganized militia exempt from any changes to federal law.
It's been a concern of mine and others for years that the federal government may in some form or fashion try to do some type of limitation on our Second Amendment rights, i.e. gun confiscation, mandatory buybacks, and something like that.
Now, critics say as of right now, they have not heard of any plans by the federal government and Biden administration to take away people's Second Amendment rights. Now, Congress is considering some gun control legislation that strengthens background checks.
We have too much stuff going on around the country now. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about Colorado and January 6th, and I think we need to make sure we pass some sensible gun legislation.
The bill received a favorable vote from lawmakers in subcommittee Tuesday morning. S 614 is now headed to the full Senate Family and Veteran Services Committee. From the State House, Jason Raven, 7 News.
The bill would let anyone opt out of the state's unorganized militia if they'd like.